Yo. Welcome back to Blazy B, where I'm Blazed and I'm B. And today we're going to talk about romanticizing your life. What does that mean? Honestly, I'd not really heard that terminology until I went on a walk with my friend Katie the other night. So we went, I think it was last night actually, days. Um, we went on a walk and you know me, I found a rock structure that was, um, it was like a guy stretched out, arms out, legs that had it was sick, and he was tucked in a tree, and I found it, and I took a picture because that's there. And then there was a beautiful flower. These trees, I don't forget what they're called, but they're really like um, pink flowers, very stringy and like puffballs, but like stringy puffballs. Oh man, I forget what this tree is called, but um, I saw that tree. It's gorgeous. I take a picture. And she's like, dude, my friend was telling me to romanticize my life more. And I feel like you do that a lot. Like, romanticize my life. Like, what? I don't know. She's like, like take pictures of things, like find the beauty in every single thing you do. We're on a walk, you're taking pictures, you're looking at the sky. You're like, if we pass by people, you say hello, like you engage with the community, what's around you. You're just being, you're present, I guess. And it's like, whoa, okay. So it kind of got me thinking, like, how do I romanticize my life? And how good is that? I feel like I might be a slight delulu sometimes romanticizing my life, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Um, so, anyways, romanticizing your life, I think I do it in a lot of things. Like, I live alone and I love that. I love a morning that I can put on Celtic instrumental, drink my coffee, and just watch the birds outside. I don't know if I'm like, oh, I'm Snow White, but I take joy in that. I love watching storms. We've been having a lot of storms, and I film a lot because I'm just so encaptured by these storms. They're beautiful. They're intense. They're the ocean of the sky, and it's just going crazy. And I don't know. I find that just amazing and incredible. Granted, yeah, it could like fuck up your whole life, but I feel like it's the Earth's planet, not ours. So, uh, do you, Sky? So yeah, I don't know. And then what else do I write? Letters. I enjoy writing letters. Um, I haven't written one in a while, but I do a lot of cards, any occasion. But I also have a wax seal. I love that. My mom got me that for a present once, and I use it for every card I send. I feel like I'm in Phantom of the Opera, and I really want a ring. I want a sick ring that I can roll in my wax. Um, yeah, so cool. But it's just like those little details that make a situation a little bit better and a little bit more fun. And dressing in colors, now I have these new troll earrings and I've been wearing them. I love them. And you know what? They've become a conversation piece. I went and picked up some beer and the lady just like stood and looked at me. Like I was like, "Oh, why is this bitch staring at me so hard?" And cuz I'm like, maybe she's assessing my age. Like, I don't know. And she goes, "You got trolls in your ears." I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And she's like, "Oh, it brings her back to a memory." And then she's got to talk about it. And then we have a little conversation and she's like, "Oh, have a great evening." And you're like, "Thanks. You too." And that was a moment, little meet cute in the liquor store. Like, it's those moments that like build up. And I do feel like I'm living in my own romantic comedy. Um, I don't know, the cafe, working at the cafe in itself is its own little rom-com. We've seen couples come from the courthouse in their getup and they just got married and you're part of that moment. We've seen reunions, we've seen grandkids, we've seen, all these families and community members come together and they want to tell you about it. And you feel like you're part of this like whatever is going on around you. But you're part of these people's vacations. It's like, oh, I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. Where'd you go? Oh, you're in Reykjavik. That's sick. And then they show you pictures, and you're just like, oh my gosh. And I feel like that whole ecosystem in there is one big TV show, romantic comedy, drama, I don't know, thriller, shit, it could be anything. But that's how I kind of perceive it all. And maybe I like it that way. Like, and then I feel like I'm a main character or a side character, or how am I contributing to this movie set today? Am I the funny one? Am I the efficient one? Like, what do I need to be? What role do I need to shift into? And I feel like I do that very well too. I'm quite a chameleon in any situation. I'm a listener, observer, and then reactor. I used to, I feel like, have no filter at all and just fucking go for it. And sometimes, I can put it on, but I don't know. I've gotten a little more adaptable to my situations and knowing my limits, boundaries of what these people can handle from me, but at the same time being myself and being authentic to who I am. Because I really don't want to lower that. In reality, I do want to be that main character of my own movie. I want my own soundtrack. I want it to be badass. I want the guy of my life to just come out of nowhere. We have some meet cute. There's a gesture involved. And it's just like this whole thing that I've always built up in my head of just they get me at any moment of time. You know what I mean? I feel like I have a great, you know, I don't know, capability to make my life very romantic in my brain and play out these scenarios that would just be like someone comes around the corner, or you go to an event and a person said they can't go and then they just magically show up and it's like been planned. Oh my gosh. Um I oh, I and then I kinda set myself up for this, and then there's a little bit of failure in there, not gonna lie. You get a little setback because your expectations are smushed. I really truly have these magical thought processes in my mind for how a relationship should be. My parents don't help with that. They kind of are that. So you kinda know this shit is real. So I have these expectations not from movies, but from my parents, and watching these struggles turn into like beautiful things. And so I don't know. I've created this beautification in my brain. So I guess like what is the limit of that? Will I always be let down? Is there gonna be did I just manifest this whole thing and there's just so much that the universe is like, Brittany. This is gonna take some time to track this man down. But I trust me, we will pull through for your romantic situation. It might take a while, but like you're willing to wait, you said. So, you know, back it up, chill out. You got this. We'll wait. He'll be there. Am I waiting for that, or will I constantly be let down? And then eventually I'm like, okay, I either have to settle or just really love myself for the end of time. And I do think that being this single person that lives alone, that has to do life and chooses to do life. I don't have to. I could be with friends at all hours of the day, but that is not me. That used to be me, and I'm different now. So I love my alone time. I love the joys of my life. I do take myself on hikes. I do frolic in the forest by myself. I do these little things because that brings me joy. And I hope that I can like fit a man into that scenario that just like totally fits and is with me all the time, but at the same time has his own friends and can like separate, chill out. Um yeah, all these expectations, all for romanticizing my life. Thanks, Katie, for igniting this thought process. Um, but yeah, and I feel like when I am let down, I do a very good job at just shifting. Just like, okay, that acceptance and move on. I don't like to dwell on things. So it's like, all right, that's a false expectation. And then now we have to reassess and what's the next thing that could happen or not. I really don't want to like lower my expectations, but it's more reassessing for the next thing and not being discouraged and realizing, yeah, time. It's not your moment. It's not your situation. Um, it will come. I have full faith in that. And this is not it. And that's okay. Move on, shift, next situation, next adventure. Um, and treat yourself. Like, I feel like you should be the magic. I've learned to be the main character in my film, and it feels liberating. I get to decide who I want to be, where I want to be, what I want to wear, all these things. I'm still discovering who the fuck I am, and my style needs to change. I'm in a style transition right now, and I want to be cooler. I want more troll earrings. I want more weird things. I want to express myself more. Um, yeah, I guess I want to romanticize my outfit. Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Living in that Ronco. And I think like I want a mixture between a man that's like a Mr. Darcy in Pride and Prejudice and then the cop in Bridesmaids. Like I want someone funny but then subtle and like I don't know. Mm, just fucking awesome. That fits in every way. That I want to look at and lust after, truly, and I want them to lust after me. Um, and and then just internally enjoy conversations and being present in the moment, in silence, in whatever, and just being with that person. So many levels of love. Um, yeah, just really wanting that other person. That's the dream. But yeah, I know it is not fair to expect Noah from the notebook, but like I want the porch, I want the rain, and I want the damn letter. So I don't think that's that much to ask. And I do think that we have, I don't know if we've lowered our expectations as a society or women just like we think we do it better. But like all these small gestures too that are massive gestures nowadays. Like it used to be you'd hold the boom box, or it used to be that you would send this letter from this carriage and you've been like traveling for months, for years, and oh, the 1800s. And these big things. And now all we want is our partner to wash the fucking dishes. Just maybe for once, just wash the dishes. Um, Take out the trash. Or when I ask you to do something, take it as a priority, do it when I ask you to. It's the simple things. It might, and that's okay. I don't think that's, maybe it is lowering our expectations. Maybe it's just managing what societal expectations are now. Um, and I do want, the big love, but I also want the small gestures. I think those can mean a lot. A kiss before bed, adorable. Like a kiss on the forehead. Ooh, cute, awesome, adorable. Um, a little note or just I don't know, getting a second coffee, thinking of me without me telling you to think of me. And yeah, putting away the groceries, doing these little gestures that make my life easier. I'm not one for like gifts. I don't need gifts. I want experiences. I want gestures. I want, little things like that that will just make your day. And help you out. I went on a little trip and I had some time and I vacuumed my friend's car because I need to vacuum my car today. I enjoy that. I find the free vacuums in town and I just go and it's like, okay, we're gonna have a long car ride. Like, let's just, suck this shit up. I've got time. So I went. It like that hits you in the soul. That is that type of love right there. Um, Oh my gosh, cleaning up someone's space, cleaning the things that they haven't gotten to that they really wanna get to, but they just, like, haven't gotten to it yet, and it's become, like, the biggest challenge in their life, and they don't wanna think about it, but then if someone comes in and does that, oh my god. Ugh, my partner came in and just, like, cleaned the kitchen, I don't know, rearranged the fridge, wiped it down. It's the simple things. And those are big gestures. Those can be considered big gestures. So, managing expectations, lowering, hiring. Um, I'm all over the place, but I feel like living in a rom-com is not a bad place to be. And maybe that's why I'm just like such a positive person because I'm always romanticizing everything. Um, I think I just want to live my best version of my life. And maybe that's a little delulu. Maybe I've got a little rose colored glasses. But if I'm going to take a walk, I'm going to look at the sky. I'm going to take time to, I don't know, if I'm walking the cemetery, I talk to the graves. Why not? They got names on them. Um, and I don't know, just being grateful and being present in the moment and adding the little details to like make someone else's moment better, you know? So adding the seal on your letter is not only great for you, but like someone gets something and they're like, holy shit, that's different. That's unique. That's cool. They feel special. Um, I feel like traveling is a big one that is just I feel like even if I'm in a hostel with like bed bugs or like some shit's going down, they don't have a toaster, they don't have a fridge. I don't know. I stay at some sketchy places, but I'm always gonna find something that's good about it. Maybe the price was cheap. Holla. And then I met some dude staying there that told me about this cool spot or this place to eat. And you go into these moments and then you go out into these worlds and you're the minority. You're someone very different. You are in someone else's place and you get to create who you want to be. You are, yeah, more of a main character, I think. You're because you get to create what scenarios you want to happen. You're watching this couple, I don't know, on a moto going, and it's like, oh, they're probably off to do this. You have no idea, but hey, give it a shot. Little situations like that get you in this mindset of just being present and absorbing what's around you and understanding people's culture, lifestyle, whatever, how they're acting in these situations. Absorbing life is good for us, especially in a different country when you're not accustomed to any of these things and it's a whole different shock and you're in a whole different movie set. And that's cool. That's really cool. What else? Oh, like going to the airport, romanticizing that. I feel like every time I'm in the airport, there's so many backstories of people that you could go. There's people with their cameras set up doing yoga. There's people sleeping. It's like a whole Love Actually, thing. Sadly, you can't meet people at the gate anymore, but I feel like there are some embraces still. There are people meeting each other at like a connecting flight. And so you get to see things like that or walking to your kid to the gate. There's so many things happening around us and so many stories and so many things that if you wanted to tap into it, you could. You don't have to, but why not bring a different perspective into traveling with a mass amount of people? Or maybe your flight's delayed. Find the joy in that. Like Denver, I found they have this outdoor lounge. Sick. Super awesome. That was like the highlight of my delayed flight. Finding these little moments within and just absorbing around you. It really does change how you view things. Um, Oh, what else? What else? What else? Yeah. I feel like when you find the magic in things, it starts really coming to you. Because light attracts light. So if you're finding little things in that, more things are gonna come to you. And then the positivity radiates, and then the opportunities come. The light is just shining. Your aura is so it's just there taking up space because you're being awesome and you should be noticed. And things just come to you. It's attracted to you. It's just a thing. And it's pretty cool. Um, but yeah, there's power in being your own gesture maker. There really is power in that. Buy yourself flowers, go out to coffee, enjoy that. Make your own soundtrack. Be the main character of your own movie. Just do it. Make your own magic. I believe in you. Because honestly, I would rather live in a romanticized, beautiful comedy in my brain that's got slight adjusts, you know, um, to these expectations, or, maybe it didn't pan out this way, but just a shift. I would take that way over living in the opposite end of that and just going through life and yeah, not seeing it in a beautiful lens. I just think, why not? Look at the tapestry behind me. This is colorful, trippy, beautiful, and I chose that. I want to be that. It encompasses me, and shine that light. Be weird, be awesome, enjoy yourself, and be the magic. And look for the magic. It's all around. Mm. But for now, ciao, ciao.